I wish you all, my dear friends in Karnia-Ruthenia, Ossetia, and Delvera, but also around the world, a happy Christmas. I have been deeply touched with the greetings which throughout today reached me from all parts of the Empire. Let me in response send to you all greetings. My words will be simple, but spoken from my heart on this festive and familiar day that is Christmas. The year that is passing has been to me one of the most memorable one since my ascension to the Ruthenian throne back in 2014. It has called forth a spontaneous offering of loyalty and I may say of love I can never forget. From the establishment of the bonds of friendship between Karnia-Ruthenia to Ossetia and Delvera, to the increase of our population, our economy and diplomacy, few crowned heads have more reasons than I to be thankful to you all. It is this personal link between me and the people I represent which I value more than I can say. It binds us together in all our common joys and sorrows, as when this year you showed your happiness with my ascension to the Assyrian throne, and your sympathy with each other in the face of a COVID threat or due some personal losses. I feel this link now as I speak to you, for I am thinking not so much of the empire itself as the individual men, women, and children who live within it, whether they are dwelling here at home or in some distant place around the globe. With darkness surrounding many parts of the world, it is good to think that our own family of people is at peace in itself and united in one desire to be at peace with other nations. As George V of Great Britain said once, the friend of all is the enemy of none. May this spirit of goodwill and mutual helpfulness grow and spread, when it will bring not only the blessing of peace, but the solution of troubles which still beset us. To those who are suffering or in distress, whether in this country or another, I offer my deepest sympathy, but I would also give a Christmas message of hope and cheer despite the difficulties of this year. United by a bond of winning service, let's prove ourselves strong enough to endure and determined enough to overcome any threat that be presented to us at any time or place. Once again, for the 60th time in Karnia-Ruthenia, but for the first time as a Syrian emperor and to our friends in Delvera, I send you all my Christmas wishes and add my heartfelt prayer that wherever you go, God may bless and keep you always. Have a Merry Christmas.
To my fellow Delverans, those in Karnia-Ruthenia, and our friends throughout the world, I am honored to be able to speak to you, and I thank Emperor Oscar for his invitation to make this joint Christmas address. This past year has been difficult and long for people all over the world. Finances have been impacted. Plans and dreams for the future have been put on hold or cancelled entirely. Some have felt acutely the pangs of loneliness, or have struggled with the stress and worry which accompanies an uncertain future, and many have suffered from illness or the tragic loss of a loved one. But even though the outward circumstances of the year of 2020 have been bleak, there is yet hope and joy to be found. When I focus on the individuals whom I know, a brighter view of this year is revealed. The principles of individual freedom and of a community built on friendship have been present since the very beginning of Delvera's history. But for these principles to succeed, the individuals themselves must be principled and strong in character. As Consul of Delvera, I have been inspired and grateful to see that as these difficult months have worn on, the fortitude and consistency of both the people of Delvera and of our allies has become even more evident than before. While this year has taken much from us, it is my prayer that the hardship of this year will help all of us to grow even more in our character, that the lack of plenty will teach us to better appreciate the value of generosity, that the loneliness and lack of certainty which we have experienced will help us remember to be reliable and true to one another, and that we will allow our frustrations or losses from this past year to make us strong, both in fortitude and in our ability to extend grace to others. And finally, it is my hope that all those in Delvera and Karnia-Ruthenia, as well as the friends of both micronations, may be able to celebrate this holiday season with those whom they cherish, and that you will all have a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year.